the Shark Tank, where hopeful entrepreneurs get a once-in-a-lifetime chance to pitch the sharks in hopes of getting an investment to start, grow, or save their businesses.
We did $1.125 million in sales.
Wow. The entrepreneurs must convince a shark to invest the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
The idea was so wrong, I'm out.
Let me just stop you right there.
You can't stop him if he's out.
If the sharks hear a great idea,
This tastes great.
they're ready to invest using their own money.
I was going to ignore you completely, but now I'm loving you.
That's a first. You tried to steal someone's employee.
And they're willing to fight each other for a piece of the action.
What I can do for you is take you to retail.
Well, I'll make it even more interesting.
What do you say? Can I ask you a few more questions? Don't mistake my kindness for weakness.
Who are the sharks? They're self-made millionaire and billionaire investors who are entrepreneurs themselves. Kevin O'Leary is a venture capitalist who turned a $10,000 loan into a software business worth $4.2 billion. Barbara Corcoran went from waiting tables in Manhattan to building the city's preeminent real estate empire. Robert Herjavec, the son of an immigrant factory worker, is now a technology mogul who sold his first internet companies for over $350 million. Lori Grenier, the queen of QVC, holds over 100 patents and has launched over 300 products, grossing over $500 million in retail sales. And Mark Cuban, notorious billionaire entrepreneur, tech guru, and the outspoken owner of the NBA's Dallas Mavericks. First into the tank is a couple from San Ramon, California, with a better solution to a school day dilemma.
Hi, Sharks. I'm Cindy.
And I'm Paul.
And we're here today seeking a $150,000 investment in exchange for 15% of our lunchbox company, Yubo.
Lunchtime. It all started 4 years ago. As the proud parents of two beautiful little girls, we'd send them to school with your typical fabric lunchbox, filled with those plastic baggies and personalized with a permanent marker on the outside.
We were going through nearly 2,000 plastic baggies a year. Not to mention these lunchboxes would come home completely nasty. They were not dishwasher safe, so I would do my best to wipe it down and, oh, it was clean, right?
Wrong. We looked everywhere for a lunchbox that was easy to clean, good for the environment, and we couldn't find it. So we created Yubo.
Yubo is the only lunchbox where kids can create their own designs and change them out whenever their tastes change. So you don't have to buy a whole new lunchbox. You just pop in a new design, you have a whole new look.
And if you spill yogurt or crumbs, it's not a problem. Just rinse it out in the sink or throw it in the dishwasher. Yubo comes with a set of reusable food containers and a custom-fit ice pack, so food stays fresh.
We made you custom Yubos.
All you do is...
See if you can recognize yourself here.
They're simple to open. Just hold on the middle and grab on any corner.
Thank you, Barbara.
Oh, great.
And when you want to close it back up, just push on all four corners. Super simple.
Cute, right?
So come on, Sharks. Let's do lunch. Lunchtime's over, girls.
So you'll notice there's no hinges, there's no zippers to break. Super simple. Open and close. Great job, Kitty.
Very clever.
Thank you.
Are these add-ons or do these come with it?
We have two models. We have our basic lunchbox, which comes empty at a lower price point.
And what's that price point?
$21.95. And then we have our deluxe model that comes with what you see there, and that can retail anywhere from $30 for no personalization on it, or up to $40 when you want to personalize it.
When you think about something like this, and you think about how easy this is to come apart, that's why this type of a design is so amazing.
You could take it apart and put it in the dishwasher.
Exactly.
That's one of the unique selling attributes.
Absolutely.
Oh, I think it's very clever because
That's
they
what I
get
think
filthy.
is so smart about it.
They get gross.
Great presentation, great name, great design.
Thank you.
I got to believe that you're now at the cusp of going to retail because you know you got to get it there.
Absolutely.
I think most moms buy lunch boxes when they're walking down the aisle, see it, and say, need a lunchbox.
Absolutely. We have about 100 retail stores across the nation. We also are sold internationally. We have a handful of international distributors.
Cindy, what does a typical lunchbox sell for?
$15, $20.
So how long have you been selling? How many have you sold?
We've been on the market for 4 years. This year, we're on track to do about between $200,000 and $250,000.
Wow.
Do you have a patent on this?
We do. 2 patents. We own a design patent and a utility patent. We own our Yubo trademark. And our vision for the company not only is to expand in the channels that we're already in, but I have another vision. So Barbara, I know you have a daughter. Let's think back to when she was younger and you took her to the happiest place on earth for the first time. To the amusement park, we all know. She's filled with excitement. She meets her favorite princess for the very first time, and somebody photographs that moment. Imagine that photograph is waiting for her on her lunchbox in that gift shop.
Do you have that deal in place?
That's why we're here. We do not.
have that
would
deal in place.
love to have that deal in place.
Did you design this yourself?
He and I came up with the idea together.
So how much money did you have to put out?
We have invested in total about $350,000 of our own money. With our industrial designer, we didn't have the cash to pay what he would naturally charge up front. We had no sales, we had no
gave him a
product.
piece?
We gave him a
Absolutely.
piece.
How much did you give him? How much did you
He
give?
owns 20% of our company. We own 80.
And he has a royalty, to be clear.
Oh,
How much is the
And
royalty?
he has a 5% to 1%. It's a sliding scale based on the unit sold.
I think he's Kevin's cousin.
And,
Yes.
and is that in perpetuity?
It is.
It is.
So when would it drop down to 1%?
750,000 units.
But it's 5% of the cost of the unit.
It's 5% of sales.
Oh.
Net sales, yeah.
Net sales.
Wow, that's steep. Ooh.
We wouldn't be here today if we didn't do that. So we're very satisfied with that deal.
Guys, I gotta tell you, this is such a competitive industry. I mean, you said you invested $350K and your sales are nowhere near that. The idea of a perpetual royalty, I think, is so wrong. I'm out.
Let me just stop you right there. So, Mark,
You can't stop him if he's out. Cindy, let me tell you what I object to on this. This is rather large. So I could not put this in a backpack. It wouldn't fit.
Okay.
And I find that to be a problem.
Okay.
I think it's a charming product. I love the personalization of it, but it's too big. I'm out.
Thank you, Barbara. I understand.
Let me throw an offer at you because I'm interested. There's a fair amount of work that has to happen here to pull it into retail where 90% of the boxes are bought, where I bought mine my whole life with my kids. And I think I can help there in a lot of ways. I'll give you the $150,000 for 10% equity in your company, plus I want the same royalty deal that your designer has. 5% sliding down to 1% based on sales volumes.
Unfortunately, that type of a royalty is probably unsustainable.
I'll give you the $150,000 for 30%. Realize you just cut your valuation in half. I think we're going to make it. I think this is a real home run. This is a time to make a decision. What do you say?
Well,
let me put a little pressure on Robert for you.
May I just ask you
might
one
be able to squeeze some
What do you
out.
say? Well, I'll make it even more interesting.
Two sharks are out. Paul and Cindy have two offers. One from Kevin, who is offering $150,000 for a 10% stake, plus a sliding 5% to 1% royalty based on sales. Robert is offering $150,000 for a 30% stake, but Lori may also want a bite.
Well, I'll make it even more interesting.
Great. We'd love to hear it.
I'm going to offer you the $150K for 20%. And I'm already in Disney. I also have a relationship with Walmart.
I think we can all get you into Disney. I believe in the product. Robert's at 30% equity. Lori's at 20. You basically told me you're not going to look at my offer with a royalty, correct?
That's fair.
All right, so I'll give you the $150,000. I'm going to set a ratchet. I'm going to go at 20%, but you can buy me all the way back down to 12.5 if you pay me back my $150 in 18 months. What if they don't? I stay at 20%.
It's like a roulette wheel.
I would give you a similar deal.
Okay.
$150,000 for 15%, but you have to pay me back the $150K within the first 15 months.
I just saved you $265,000. That's what happened there.
Thank you, Mr. Moore.
I don't need the money back. I'll give you the $150,000 for 15%. Exactly what you asked for. What I can do for you is take you to retail and help you go through Disney. You don't have to pay me back in 15 months. I'm not a loan tank kind of guy.
With
I think
Lori,
there's lots of time. Wait. Let me put some more pressure on everybody. Let me put some more pressure on, because I've saved you a ton of money already.
People
Paul,
can
I
throw
gave you
money
exactly
at you all
what
day
you're
long,
looking for today.
but if they don't know what to do with it, then it's really not very valuable.
Well, Robert, can I ask you, Lori gave some examples of already being in Disney and having a relationship with Walmart.
I'm on Disney, let me, not to jump into Robert.
Yeah, but you're not even on this.
I'm just going to educate them. People from Disney come in and they say, all the products that you guys invest in Shark Tank, we'd love to find a way to get them in Disney.
To all of them.
And they just got to go through a process.
One that's in Disney now, and Shark Tank's been on for so many years.
Because different products have different test terms.
It's because you
We've
have
got products
to know
there.
how to
No,
operate.
come on.
And I knew how to make it happen because I've been in retail for 17 years. I'm the one here.
Before we go on with half an hour of this, I'm just going to put a little more pressure on it all, just because I'm having fun. I'm going to reduce my equity. In other words, if you do pay me back in the 18 months that I suggested, I'll drop it down to 10%. So I'm going to be 20 down to 10. I'm the lowest of them all now.
I would like you to tell me whether or not you're going to take my offer now.
You won't allow us to step out in the hallway for just a moment.
The problem is sometimes when you walk out, things change in here, right?
You never know. They're choppy waters.
Would any of you be willing to team up?
Yeah, I'll go in with Kevin's deal. I think there is a value in having more sharks. 150,000 for...
It's 20%, but if they pay it back in 18 months, it drops to 10. Those are your options. What are you going to do?
Robert, Mr. Wonderful.
I think we got a deal.
we have a deal.
All right.
Congrats, guys. It's awesome.
He's actually the best kind of deal.
It's a great product.
Thank you all so much. Good luck.
Thank you. We really wanted Robert. We were so excited when he loved the design. It was fantastic. And to get Mr. Wonderful in there as well, helping us grow the business, could not have asked for more.
I think we just stick with this design. I think every kid should see this in the morning.
They're going to have nightmares every night about it.
Last season, Mark Newberger and Jeffrey Simon made a deal with Lori Grenier for their car safety product, Drop Stop.
Drop Stop reduces driver distraction by keeping your eyes on the road, not in your gap. The built-in slot is designed to fit easily around the seatbelt catch like so. You won't even know it's there until it stops the truck. We can make a lot of money together, but we can also save a lot of lives together.
Let's see how Mark and Jeffrey are doing now.
Since appearing on Shark Tank, we have sold hundreds of thousands of drop stops, and that's not just sales for us. That is lots of jobs created.
In a short 5 months since we aired, we have grossed over $5 million in sales. In the next 12 months, we project over $15 million in sales.
And Lori just landed us our first national retail deal.
Not only did we get into Walmart, but we got into 3,500 Walmarts. That was an order valued at $2 million.
What a dream come true. This is unbelievable.
We're going to take over the world, and we're not going to stop until every seat gap is filled.
We are going to make a ton of money together, but we're also going to help save lives. She's the best partner we could have, and we have just gotten started.
A few months ago, after appearing on Shark Tank, we were honored to get an email from an officer, David Gerlach, and said Drop Stop could really help to reduce driver distraction for officers.
So that's why we came out here. We wanted to donate a set of drop stops to all 425 officers of this police department. Literally, to be able to give something back to the people who every single day risk their lives for us, it's just truly a dream come true. Don't drop and drive!
I'm Kelly Coughlin.
And I'm Jen Dees.
And we are best friends living in sunny Santa Monica, California.
We're typical LA girls. We love going out and can't live without our phones. Melrose PR, this is Jen.
We launched our own company, Melrose PR. We represent clients in travel, hospitality, entertainment. Working in PR in LA, we're at the forefront of the industry. There's lights, there's cameras, there's red carpet, and it's always showtime. Our product keeps all your essentials at your fingertips. So gone are the days of digging through your oversized handbag.
We help lighten your load and keep you styling all at the same time. We know we can get exposure with our PR backgrounds, but we need help with sales. We don't know how to get into big box retailers. We want every woman to be able to have our products, but we need the help of the sharks to make that happen.
Kelly Coughlin.
And I'm Jen Dees.
And we are the creators of
Purse Case. We are here seeking a $55,000 investment in exchange for 12% in our company.
If you were to ask people what's the one thing that they would never leave the house without, we are confident that a smartphone would top the list.
We love our clutches and our totes, but in reality, they're just not the most convenient accessory for busy publicists like ourselves. How many times have you heard that noise and had to dig through your oversized handbag to find your phone? And who wants to shove their smartphone in the back pocket of their skinny jeans? Not cute.
So this leaves you with one option, and that is carrying your phone around with you in your hand, which you might accidentally drop, or you're going to eventually put down somewhere and forget about it and lose it. We kept asking ourselves, why isn't there something that keeps everything we need easy to access?
There has to be a better way.
There has to be.
Well, now there is.
Introducing Purse Case, the first ever smartphone clutch that's elegantly designed with just your phone and your essentials in mind. Now, you can keep your cash, cards, and ID all at your fingertips in the most stylish way.
Purse Case comes in a variety of colors to help accessorize any outfit, always with a stylish chain handle which doubles as a bracelet, and a compact mirror, just in case of a fashion emergency.
Now I'm going to pass them out for you guys. Here's the classy white for you.
Because I'm a classy guy.
Of course.
Your daughters can fight
The
over
royal
that.
purple for you, Lori,
Thank
Queen of
you.
QVC. The black for you,
I
Mr.
love it.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
I accept the bride. I got money too.
And then blue for the mouse for you, Mark.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Sharks, we know we have a hit on our hands, and we are at the tipping point. We are hustlers, and we are ready to start making your money back immediately.
So, which lucky one of you wants to ride this wave to millions of dollars with us? Join the Purse Case team, and you too can be stylin'
and dialing.
Kelly, I just came back from Europe. We're in Italy, and you see cases that look exactly like this for phones.
You do, but not
Covers.
with a pocket.
That's the only difference.
Yeah.
So everything you're showing me here, including the little handle, is all over Europe in those little cheap stores, except the pocket.
That's right.
I have a question. You guys know phones are constantly changing.
Absolutely.
So what smartphones do you have purse cases for?
Currently, we're making Purse Case for iPhone 4 and iPhone 5. However, we have filed for a utility patent, which covers the functionality of having the flap for a credit card, ID, a little bit of cash, and also with a chain handle.
How much do you think you'll sell of this stuff?
We're just now starting to fulfill orders, but in the first 3 months, we did $30,000 simply of pre-orders.
Wow.
And then we've projected for this first calendar year of ours in business about $240,000.
What does it cost you to make it?
$4.42, and then it's 15 wholesale, 38 retail.
Our margins are really good, 88% when we sell direct online, and then 71%.
You don't find a little steep at 38 for the online order?
We've had no resistance to the price whatsoever.
Ladies, you should be selling it for $19.95 and you'd sell 10 times more.
We did some PR around the initial prototypes, and the demand was just insane. And a manufacturer actually came to us.
Did they do a deal with you?
It's called Dowell International, and it's a logistics company. And they said, listen, we want to make a deal with you guys. We see this as being a huge opportunity for our company.
What's your deal with them, though?
15% equity stake in the company. But they have extended us $1 million credit line. We can do any,
Wow.
I mean, we
Good for
can
you
get
guys.
things here in 45 days.
So, why do you need the $55,000?
We're looking to cast a wider net. We're going to spend some of the money on molds to move into the Samsung Galaxy S4. That's the initial one that we have a lot of demand for.
Do you know I sell something that looks really similar to that already?
Didn't know that.
Ooh.
On QVC?
What does it look like?
It looks very much like that.
Jen, Kelly, I admire all the work that you've done, but seriously, I just spent 2 weeks looking at this on every street corner. I'm out.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that.
I think, Jen and Kelly, I think the design on this is adorable. It's very
you.
Chanel-y. You know, I'm
Thank
sure that's
you.
exactly what you're after. I think the mirror's clever. But the two pieces I would have liked to have seen is a change purse and basically no flap. I kind of like it streamlined. Not for me. I'm out.
I appreciate that.
Thank
Thank you.
Guys, I'll go next. I'm not a fan of the technology accessory business. That's just not me, because it's just at everybody's whim. And if you make a zig and everybody else zags, you're out of luck. I'm out.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
I like you guys, and I think what you brought to the table is rather unique, particularly the $1 million credit line. It's pretty rare. So here's an offer for you. I give you $55,000. I get $1 a unit until I get my $55,000 back, and then I get 75 cents a unit in perpetuity.
Wow. Thank you for your offer.
Wasn't expecting that.
You know, I always say I can tell instantly if it's a hero or a zero. And the minute that you walked in here, I looked at it and I thought, it's a superhero. I really like it. Now, it is very much like something that I already sell. But because I've sold hundreds of thousands of my own, I think that I can sell hundreds of thousands of these too. So, I'm going to make you an offer. And my offer is $55,000, 15%. That's it.
Lori, you got a deal.
Like, no questions asked. You basically gave us exactly what we wanted.
But Kelly,
And
Jen, what about Kevin's offer?
Wonderful. We so
really do appreciate that.
the offer, but
We came in here for Lori. You know we did.
I love it. I think it's awesome.
That's exactly what we want, and I cannot wait for it.
It's really, really cute.
Thank you, everyone.
Nice job.
yes, we're gonna sell $1 million.
Doesn't that worry you that there's so many things like it out there for
No, because I have the
$55,000?
perfect medium.
Yeah, this is perfect for QFC.
Just a line
My
extension for
customers
you.
will love this, and I want to bring it to them at a great price.
Good job, Laura. That'll be great for you.
Next up is an entrepreneur with a sweet take on customization.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Joe Downhour, and my company is Chocomize. I'm seeking $500,000 in exchange for a 20% equity interest in my company. The current chocolate bar market hasn't seen much innovation in its products in a very long time. Quite frankly, most chocolate bars are just plain boring. Chocomize solves this problem by allowing customers to create their own chocolate bars online. Let me show you how it works. Customers start by choosing a shape. Then they choose a Belgian-based chocolate of milk, dark, or white, and the choice to add up to 5 toppings from a selection of over 100. In addition to creating the chocolate bar of your dreams, our bars are perfect for all occasions. We put special edible message in the chocolate bars, such as happy birthday. We also can put special edible corporate logos or pictures in the chocolate bar, making it great for corporate events and weddings. So I've packed up some dreamy, delicious chocolate bars that have been made special for each one of you.
You're from Massachusetts?
Easy to tell, right?
I love your accent. I love that accent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Right?
Locale, right?
Completely.
Yeah. Oh, it's cute.
Wow, this tastes great. Joe, what's the middle made from, the picture part? Can you eat that too?
Everything's edible.
What are you doing in the chocolate business?
My partner, Fabian, who's from Germany, he started the company 3 years ago, and about a year and a half ago, I decided to join him. My background is actually finance.
Are you partners?
And we're partners together, exactly.
What's the split?
He actually owns half the company, and myself and one of the shareholders own about 18%, and then we have 2 other shareholders.
So Joe, walk me through the numbers.
So last year, we did $440,000 in sales.
Okay, and what about the year before? Just curious.
The year before, we actually did $500,000.
Oh, so you had a dip last year.
Small dip. And part of the reason is because we moved facilities. We built out a 5,000 square foot facility where we make all the chocolate.
So is this a really tiny niche that's going to stay tiny? Because if I analyze your customers, I'm going to find a bunch of people buying it once, having fun, giving as a gift, and that's about it? Or do I have repeat orders from the same customer?
No, there's repeat orders. We are by far the largest customized chocolate in the United States.
You got $500,000 in sales.
Yeah.
There's no company that's dominant with $500,000 in sales.
But this year, we have a very large car company in the U.S. that we do a promotional event. In the last 12 months, we've done over 125,000.
Yeah, that's going to be your business,
Sales.
corporate type purchases as opposed to
that's what we're trying to focus on.
Joe, walk me through the profit margin on a single bar.
We sell our bars for an average of $6 to $6.50, depending on what toppings and customization.
And what does it cost you to make?
Costs us about $2 to make.
Okay, but what's your plan for your investors? Let's say I actually agreed with his valuation, which I haven't even started to tear the peanuts out of yet.
Okay.
Let's just think about the $500,000 I give you as a minority guy with 20%. How do I get my chocolate back?
You're going to get money back in approximately 3 to 4 years, or in the case of a liquidation event in which we're a great acquisition target, our company.
Why would you be a great acquisition target? Because I don't see it.
Because the large companies mass produce. What we do is
Do you know why they mass
customize.
produce? Because they make money that way.
It's a much different model than a mass production model, which a lot
I get that, right? But there's nothing there that can't be reproduced by somebody else. Could I take $2 million or $2.5 million and go and do the exact same thing?
I mean, you technically could do it, but you'd be hiring people to manage it, people like me who are quality managers.
All right, today is the best day of your life. You've come into the Shark Tank. You've met me, Mr. Wonderful. I'll make you an offer. Leave these guys. I'll give you $500,000 to start from scratch. You're my chocolate guy. You're going to get 25% equity in the business.
That's a first.
I wouldn't do that.
Why not? You're going to get a lot more equity. And listen, anybody can do it.
Anybody can't do it. That's the problem. We have a brand name. We have customer loyalty. People
I don't have a brand name. Nobody knows
me.
Mr. Wonderful. I think I'll take a shot at it now. You're starting to get
Mr. Wonderful chocolate, customized chocolate?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm in.
I dare you to find a guy that's as good as managing as me.
I just found it's you.
That's a first.
You know, Joe, with all due respect to Kevin, he thinks he can run any business.
Of course.
And he can.
You know what? There's no one better than Kevin at running a business into the ground.
The thing that really turned me off, what you said to me is, at $500,000 a year, I am the dominant guy in the United States.
Well, the customized space is small, right? The customized, it's a small market right now.
And that excites me?
Such a competitive business. Oof.
But we don't know how big it is because we're the first big player in the market in the United States.
Look, I love the chocolate, but I'm not sharing your vision on the size of the market.
Look, this is the thing.
It's a tchotchke. Look, I'm getting over the sugar high. I'm starting to crash. I'm out.
Thank you.
Look, if you came in and said that you had something very special in terms of your SEO, in terms of your sales process, you invented something, but you haven't done that at all. You haven't differentiated yourself, and for that reason, I'm out.
You said through your own admission that customization is expensive. And from my way of thinking, that's what's wrong with this business. And when I'm looking at packaging, I really think it looks dated, not attractive, and it wouldn't make me feel like I'm giving expensive or special anything to someone.
It's not what we use the money for is to create new packaging as well.
I don't think you're going to generate a profit on this business for a very long time, so I'm out.
Okay.
I like the name, Chocomize.
Chocomize.
I think that's clever, but this is a very niche market. For me, I like to go big, and I like to invest in things that are going to go really big, and I don't see that for this, so for that reason, I'm out.
Okay, thank you.
As usual, all roads lead back to Mr. Wonderful. So, let me reiterate my offer, okay? I give you $500,000 and 25% equity in Mr. Wonderful's customizable chocolate business.
Okay.
You come and work for me. We use my Boston offices. And we start with our first Mr. Wonderful bars that have a slogan I love. You're dead to me. We're going to sell millions of them.
Okay.
Yes or no?
Sorry, no.
All right, well, Joe, I'm going to go online. I'm going to order my first You're Dead to Me bar, and it's going to you.
I will be ready for it. Thank you.
You are dead to me. I'm out.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. I feel pretty good. I think I held strong and I stayed loyal to my management team. Mr. Wonderful, I can't wait till he starts his own chocolate company, and we'll compete directly with him and hopefully crush him, and I can send him a bar that says, hey, you should invest in Chocomize.
It's got a nice little business. You can't.
Yeah, it is.
It's a small little.
Why wouldn't I start this myself if I want to be in this business?
But why would you?
Well, I hire him.
Yeah, of course, he tried to steal someone's employee.
Customized chocolate bar.
Next into the tank is a husband and wife team with a twist to a common accessory.
Hi Sharks, we're Rick and Melissa Hinnant from Austin, Texas, and we're here today to knock your socks off, literally.
Our company is Grace and Lace, and we're seeking $175,000 for a 10% equity stake in our company.
Grace and Lace has taken the boring sock
Boring.
that women wear under their boots, and we've turned it into a lacy, frilly fashion statement. Our story starts a couple of years ago. I had an idea for a cute little lacy sock that stuck out of my boots. So after about 9 hours on the sewing machine and a ton of frustration, I finally made my first pair. Everywhere I wore them, people would stop me and ask me where I got them. When I said I made them, literally strangers would give me their phone number, ask me to make them a pair. So I threw up online to see if they'd sell. They did, instantly. Before we knew it, a business was born and we had an accidental company.
And Melissa's going to show you some of our top sellers.
Thank you.
Thank you. Really quite beautiful. Nicely done.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What are your sales?
Our first calendar year, 2012, we did over 800,000 in sales.
800,000?
Our last 12 months to date, we did 1.125 million in sales.
You gotta be kidding.
Wow, that's very good. I was going to ignore you completely, but now.
No.
Are you selling them all online?
90% of our sales are online.
Wow, good for you.
And August of last year was our first launch into stores. So we're now in over 230 stores.
Melissa, you've sold $1 million. Unbelievable. How do people even know you're out there?
Social networking. We have never paid $1 for any marketing.
Not one.
What social marketing are you doing?
Facebook.
Okay, so you're
Twitter.
on Facebook. How many followers do you have?
Almost 34,000.
What else are you using? Because 34,000 followers isn't going to translate into $1 million in sales.
Just blogs. This picture right here of my legs was actually Pinterest 2012. It was one of their #1 pinned items.
That's
Top
really
rated
good.
item.
There you go.
Wow.
What is that made out of?
It's cotton.
It's delicious. It feels
Very-
almost like cashmere. How much does this beautiful set of socks sell for?
$34.
You're kidding. What does it cost you to make the same pair of socks?
That one right there costs $5.
Amazing.
I'm loving you. What did you make in 2012 in the 800,000?
Yeah, your margins must be incredible.
What was the profit? What was the profit?
Over 300,000.
I'm really happy for you, and I think that it's great that you've made this incredible success. I have to be honest, though. It did shock me. It still shocks me. I'm glad you did it, but I can't relate to the product. Sure. So for that reason, I'm out.
Look, the proof is in the money. Convince me why you need $175,000 today.
We need a strategic partner.
2 weeks into my business after I sold my first pair, we got an email from Nordstrom's asking if I had the ability to make 30 to 50,000 pairs. At that time, I didn't even know that I
There's
could
no
make
way.
20.
You obviously don't need the money. What do you need?
Like I said, I think that we can grow this company to 5 to 10 million. I think that we have the capability to do that. But we're looking at you guys to take us to 100 million plus. I could be much bigger than that. And that's what we're looking for, is the strategic part more than anything.
I'd like to put an offer on the table, get it going, because I think we have a lot of interest here. I think your valuation is good. I don't think you're greedy based on what your sales are. So I'm willing to give you $87.5 for 5% of your business if you get another shark in with me.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll give you $175,000 for 20%. It drops down to 10 as soon as you pay back the capital. That assures me my capital comes out, and I'm willing to put more back in if I have to.
Thank you for your offer. I'll consider that.
Yeah. Who else is going to step up?
I know you're thinking pretty hard over there, Robert.
You know, what you need, I think, is you really need guidance if you want to get to that size.
I agree.
It's almost one of those that seems too good to be true, but I'm going to take your word on it. I'll give you $175,000 for the 10%.
Would you be interested in having Barbara in on this deal with us? I think she brings a lot to the table.
He's giving exactly what you want.
Yeah, Rick, I don't need Barbara on the
And
deal.
that's a fair question. They can ask.
But Melissa, hang on. You came in asking for $175,000 for 10%. I just offered you exactly what you're asking for. What are we going to do?
Can we hear from the last shark that's been staring a hole through us real quick?
Rick, hang on. I don't think it's fair to me for you to say, offer us exactly what we're asking for, but let me see what the other guy has to say.
Of course he has that
For
right.
all due respect,
Yes.
I'd like an answer to my offer.
And I absolutely want to respect you. I also want to hear everything else. And I think, you know, being a smart businessman, you would understand that as well. Would you agree?
You've got to make a decision on my deal. I mean, I'm happy to pull out and let you deal with the other guys, or I'm happy to take my deal.
I'm just interested in hearing what is out there so I can make the best educated decision for
Rick,
you
I gave
and
you
me.
exactly what you're asking
I
for. What
understand.
is there left to decide?
In the Shark Tank, we call this bone-in-mouth disease. It's a dog looking into a pond with the bone in
Kevin,
mouth.
I don't need you to.
But I'm
make it
just
better
telling
or
you right
worse.
now, it is bone-in-mouth disease right here.
For the
this
10%.
is the dilemma of the
Kevin,
Shark.
quiet.
I'm loving the drama.
Quiet.
I'm loving it.
It's $175,000 for 10%. It's what you asked for.
Can I ask you a few more questions?
Yes or no?
One shark is out. Barbara and Kevin have offers on the table, but Robert has offered Rick and Melissa exactly what they asked for. $175,000 for 10%.
Yes or no?
Can I ask you a few more questions?
I've given you exactly what you're asking for. I'm a very nice guy, but don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Yes or no?
You guys, this is a moment that you don't want to walk away from it and say, uh-oh.
$175,000 for 10%. I'm happy to go out.
Can we discuss it outside?
You guys, you could lose this
Rick,
offer.
I'm out.
Oh. You know why I like that? Because your options are lessened, and I would actually do the deal that I offered to you.
Look, I like what you guys are doing. Question is, where are you going to need the most amount of help? So when you did your projections to $1 million, $5 million, $10 million, $100, what were the pain points where you said, oh my goodness, how am I going to get through this? That's what I want to know.
We're not looking to suck a ton of your time because we understand time is the only commodity that we can't get more of.
Amen.
So I'm looking to be able to call and say, hey, you know, we're at the 5 million mark and we're going to expand this year to 10. What should we be doing?
Okay, I'll offer you $175,000 for 10%. But I need to know right now, yes or no.
Can we talk about it in the hallway?
Wow.
There's a difference between trying to gather as much information as you can and indecision. There are going to be many times in the evolution of your business where you can't be indecisive. And right now you're demonstrating that you're being indecisive.
Yeah, but we came in with a strategy and we knew who we wanted. So it wasn't indecisive. Not at all.
I'm going to revise my offer. I'm going to change the offer to give you exactly what you asked for, but half of the money is going to be a line of credit.
Okay, so what's the answer?
The answer is we would love to do business with Barbara. We think that she brings the most.
You know what? You picked the smartest person here. Good for us. Good decision.
I think it was a very good decision.
Thank you. Terrifically done. You were great under pressure.
Thank you.
Yeah, terrific.
We came in with a plan, and sometimes it works out, right?
Congratulations.
Good luck.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Best of luck to
Good
y'all.
luck in retail.
Can you believe it? Holy cow.
We went with our gut, and it worked out. With the exact partner that we wanted, absolutely incredible. It couldn't have gone better.
You did it. I think Barbara just has the same kind of type of thinking that we do, and she just has that go-get-'em attitude, and I think this will just pair really well with her.
They were great negotiators.
Well, they just do what they wanted. They should have just asked for Barbara's what they should have done.
That's all right.
You know what? They were sharks wearing socks.
I don't know if they're sharks.
Well said.
Next time on Shark Tank.
Do you see adults wearing this? Absolutely.
To date, we have $9.3 million worth of sales.
They don't look so stupid now.
Oh, wow! Kevin, come out and play! This greedy savage, his deal is hard.
He's never done a deal like this.
Can I get a word in here? Excuse me.
I'm the man.
And I want you and I to debone this pig together.
And then what would you see for the brand itself?
Money.
There's sharks out there playing you for your money. An all-new 2020 starts now.